What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Drathimus Gaming. I'm your host, Drathimus. Today we're going to be taking a sweet look at an amazing game between Team Quantic and Evil Geniuses. Team EG is pretty big in the StarCraft 2 scene, as far as I'm aware. I pretty much started out with professional gaming on StarCraft 2. And hopefully you're going to be holding up StarCraft 2 and some Dota 2 as well. So this is going to be Team Quantic versus Evil Geniuses, obviously Radiant versus Dire, which there is no different game type for Dota. But this is going to be a pretty sweet game. I'm looking forward to it. This shouldn't be too terribly long, I hope. But this is going to be sweet nonetheless. This is already some interesting band picks. Morphling and Invoker already out of the way, with Rubik and Leshrac picked for Team Quantic and a Dark Seer for Evil Geniuses. I don't know about you guys, but the International obviously being displayed here on the left, going to be August 31st to September 2nd. That is going to be amazing. The first International came around and I was following Dota 2, but not that much. And after the International, I was balls ready. Like, I was just sitting there. I'm just going to stop there. Anyway, it got me really excited about Dota 2. And hopefully the second International, I'm not sure if it's going to have the same amazing prize pool as it did last time. But it might. The first International was pretty much to get Dota 2 out there, so people realize that it can be used for a professional gaming platform, and it was. I believe there were 18 teams total from across the world competing for the $1 million first place prize. That is ridiculous. Even if that's split 5 ways, it's 200 grand a person. Those big ass cardboard checks. So we got Dark Seer, Enigma, Disruptor, and Tiny so far for Dire, or Team EG. And Team Quantic, we got Rubik, Leshrac, Brewmaster, and Shadow Demon. That's going to be a sweet combination. Getting the double stone with Rubik and Leshrac should be absolutely freaking ridiculous. But Tiny scales absolutely well late game, and Disruptor is just annoying as crap. We all know how amazing Enigma's ultimate is, as well as Crystal Maiden. We got a Bounty Hunter for Team Quantic 2. So this could be some sweet gaming going on.
10 seconds.
And here we go. Almost. Everybody loading up. And there's a pause right off the back from Quantic Paint. He's got to go take a pee or wash his hands. Whatever. Team Quantic already starting out, being sweet and nice, saying hello. Even though they are up against a team standing in their way between fame and glory and money. I believe fame and glory might be the same thing, but honor. And mostly money. And I guess just the thrill of the game. The love for the sport. So I obviously cannot do anything right now. We're just waiting for the game to no longer be paused. We're gonna go ahead and speed this up 8 times. Enigma is freaking out here. This is a long ass pause. Alrighty.
Prepare for battle.
So that was nice and exciting. So it looks like we already got Crystal Maiden heading through jungle, Dark Seer as well.
30 seconds.
And looks like Crystal Maiden's already going to be picking up some wards. Could be counter warding or just covering the runes in the middle. And Radiant's going to be chilling in jungle right now. Leshrac, Brewmaster, and Shadow Demon all keeping an eye on that rune. Make sure nobody comes out and grabs it from right underneath their nose. And there is the horn signaling that the minions have spawned. Or creeps, or whatever word you kids call them nowadays. We got an illusion rune right here. And Bounty Hunter is going to be dropping wards as well. That could be just to mess up Enigma if he is going to be going for some jungling type play, which I assume with, you know, just 4 clarities. And that is a pretty sweet looking courier. So we already got Bounty Hunter picking up the Illusion Rune. And Crystal Maiden is going to be chilling in jungle as well. Bounty Hunter's not going to have the DPS to do anything there before Crystal Maiden just runs and hides behind a tower. And we got Tiny chilling up top.
Reviled.
And Darkseer, I thought Leshrac was going to cancel his Clarity Potion, but alas, he did not. So Leshrac's just going to be doing some harass. Probably not, just going to be killing creeps. And we got Shadow Demon and Disruptor chilling in the middle, and Brewmaster's going to be coming to say hi. And Thunderstrike dealing some additional damage to Shadow Demon. There's a Disrupt. It's not a Disrupt. Disruptor taking a lot of damage. Some nice DPS by Brewmaster and Shadow Demon as well. Yes, it is Disruption, so I was right there. So Enigma is going to be jungling still. And looks like Bounty Hunter is just going to be here to piss him off. Probably last hit that Warlord. And he comes out of stealth. And does not get it, doesn't look like. Yeah, looks like Enigma got that. So the Eidolons are now out. And Bounty Hunter is back in stealth. We got 3 people in lane up here because Enigma got forced out of the jungle. And then Bounty Hunter is being a nice pain in the butt and denying anything that Enigma can do. So Darkseer is probably going to go pick up that regeneration rune. The Shrek, I thought was going to drop a stun on there, but Disruptor goes ahead and picks it up. He's already back up to full health. So that pretty much nullifies that harass that he took earlier, aside from, you know, having to be forced out of lane. And Tiny is pretty much free farming up here. He's got 13 last hits and 9 denies. Enigma is just getting the shit beat out of him by Bounty Hunter. Not technically getting the shit beat out of him, but he's just being denied so much jungling time. And Darkseer is getting locked away in here. He's damaged from Rubik and runs right back into Leshrac. And Rubik's going to go ahead and pick up first blood.
What is this? I came here to be tested.
Darkseer was not able. He went ahead and ran up through these trees. Was not able to get out from Rubik blocking from this side, and Leshrac poking him in the butt right over there. It was a pretty nice play from Rubik and Leshrac. Just go ahead and choke holding their prey. And Disruptor is having a really hard time. Only has 1 last hit. Brewmaster's going to get all the gold that he can. There's a disruption on Disruptor. And that's some additional harass from Shadow Demon. And Bounty Hunter is still... He's got wards at all of the freaking camps. That is going to prevent Enigma from getting the farm that he needs. And Crystal Maiden just killed Bounty Hunter. Would have been sweet if I actually saw that, but I was too busy looking at Enigma's awesomeness in jungle. And Bounty Hunter is back being alive and back in lane. And Disruptor taking a crap ton of damage from Shadow Demon. He's going to go ahead and pop that salve, get his health back. Leshrac picked up an Illusion Rune, and that's going to help him push back Darkseer. Or help do some farm too. If anything, it'll just confuse the enemy team. So it's a 1-1 game so far. And Bounty Hunter is still just keeping Enigma out of the lane. Well, obviously not in lane because he's jungling, but harassing him as much as he can. And Brewmaster's got a nice 24 kills underneath his belt, but Tiny has 30. So Tiny being able to free farm up here up top is not gonna be good for Radiant or Quantic, whichever you guys prefer. I don't know if you'd want me to say the team names or just say
Radiant's top tower is
the
under
actual
attack.
names. That makes any sense at all. Probably not. Either way, I'll probably swap them back and forth anyway. And there is the amazing Yak. I love the couriers in this game. So Leshrac and Rubik are going to go ahead and push in this bottom turret because Darkseer is not going to be able to do anything about it. Leshrac and Rubik are already both level 5, but Darkseer is almost level 4. And that turret is about half dead now. And Tiny is still doing a lot of farming in middle, and Disruptor is not able to do a damn thing. The Brewmaster and Shadow Demon are able to hold him back just fine. And this could be the kill for bottom tower, and yes it is. Leshrac's going to go ahead and pick that up. And it looks like a good 600 gold advantage for Radiant right now, as well as... Alrighty. I believe the XP charts are bugged right now. That doesn't make any sense. Because Radiant can't have 6,500 XP and then Dire have 0. That just doesn't make any sense. So we got Leshrac and Rubik porting in up top. Let's see what they can do. There's a telekinesis on Tiny, and there's a stun from Leshrac, and that's a lot of damage coming from Tiny, and Leshrac's going to be able to come up here and get a kill. Crystal Maiden's really low on health, and she goes down to Bounty Hunter. Enigma was not able to get the DPS out that he needed. Looks like Bounty Hunter's going to be going in for a kill over here. He does not have enough mana for a shuriken toss, though. Enigma's going to go ahead and eat a tree, because that's what you do when you're hurt.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was it's pretty sweet communication on both Rubik and Leshrac's part. Landing that telekinesis as well as Leshrac's split earth. Pretty much grabbing a double stun. Which, if you did not know, ladies and gentlemen, stuns in Dota 2 are a pain in the ass to deal with unless you have a Black King bar. BKB makes everything so much better. So Disruptor's still sitting here with only 7 last hits. That is absolutely nothing compared to Brewmaster's 42 now. So Disruptor's pretty much only getting that passive gold trickle and not much else. And Crystal Maiden almost hitting level 4. Nope. 12 XP away. Enigma's kind of been hurting so far. Has not been able to get a sweet play out of him yet because he's been harassed so much by Bounty Hunter. And Darkseer going to go ahead and be picking up that haste rune. And using it just to get back to lane.
Tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
And looks like top lane was getting pushed, but not too terribly bad. And this could be another big push. Leshrac, Bounty Hunter, and Shadow Demon all in lane. Crystal Maiden and Enigma are still going for the jungle creeps. Killing the satyrs because they're there. And nobody likes satyrs.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Radiant's getting creep pushed from the bottom tower. And Brewmaster and Rubik are able to push and deal a lot of damage on the tier 1 Dire mid tower. And there's a lot of damage being dealt to Bounty Hunter. And there's a Shrek stun and disruption on Enigma, but not able to deal enough damage. Or it might be. There's a telekinesis and the stun from Tiny. And Shadow Demon's going to go ahead and pick up the kill. And Rubik getting killed outright. And Brewmaster coming in. There's the primal split. And Tiny is going to be running back in lane. And Brewmaster is going to pick up the double kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Here comes Disruptor. Not able to deal enough damage to Bounty Hunter though. They are hot on Disruptor's ass. And here comes Crystal Maiden. Killing Bounty Hunter alright. Disruptor going to go ahead and kill Leshrac. And then Leshrac killing Disruptor. In the meantime, Darkseer went ahead and pushed down this bottom turret. Try and get his team back into the game. Get some more gold. Even though that was a pretty sweet play. Jeez! Tiny just absolutely decimating Brewmaster. That skin looking pretty sweet. Really bright though. So Tiny's got some nice farm underneath his belt right now. As you just saw, he's dealing a crap ton of damage. There's a stun, but it missed. And Bounty Hunter went back invisible. Back to his safety. Enigma's finally going back in lane. Crystal Maiden chilling up here, being a sweet support. No Arcane Aura yet, but who needs Arcane Aura? It's about as useful as her freaking ultimate. Bottle being used on Disruptor, and this is a very tense moment in mid. Sitting back, seeing what they can do. Seeing if they could get any type of push out. Ogre Mauler looking absolutely disgusting. About 500 chins of his. Rubik going to be heading down in the middle. And there's a track on Tiny. But he does not give a crap. There's a disruption from Shadow Demon. There's a split earth, and there's a disrupt drop. Bounty Hunter going to go ahead and pick up the kill. Brewmaster going ahead and pick double damage rune. And that's about it. Brewmaster hitting the double damage rune and not putting it to good use. That is pretty interesting. So there's a track on Enigma, and this could be it. They have full vision on him, despite the tower being in the way. There's a split earth, and Brewmaster just dealing a crap ton of damage with that rune up. And this could be the death of Dire's Tier 1 middle tower. There's a glyph being used on it. Go ahead and hold it on for a few more seconds. And get a port in, and a deny. They cannot. Leshrac going to go ahead and pick up the kill. Bounty Hunter trying to get out. And Tiny's stun missing, apparently. Crystal Maiden going to go ahead and kill Bounty Hunter. And Rubik going to go ahead and kill Crystal Maiden. Brewmaster almost died there. There's a telekinesis on Tiny. He goes ahead and eats that rod. And he is down by apparently a toss from Rubik. Yes, it was. And Dark Seer's is outright stunned and decimated by Leshrac. There's a glimpse on Brewmaster, bringing him back into turret range, and there is a kill for the turret. Oh, that wasn't that great. I was expecting Disruptor to get the kill, but I think the last hit was to that tower, so the gold is split amongst the people who dealt damage to him. So once again, Enigma's going to go ahead and be back in jungle. And Bounty Hunter is being a pain in the ass. There's a track. Oh, and a smoke of deceit. Or a dust of appearance. Oh, that was my bad. Crystal Maiden going to go ahead and pick up the kill on Bounty Hunter, which I believe they would have preferred if Enigma had gotten the kill, or Disruptor, either way. Instead of letting the support get the gold, they need to get their carries some money, get them some armaments, and decimate the enemy. A couple of tosses from Tiny and Rubik, which that just looks absolutely ridiculous. This tower, I don't think is going to be able to be pushed. There's a stun from Leshrac. There's not enough momentum for Dire to go ahead and push. There's a telekinesis going to be brought back in, right into a disruption, and there's a black hole dealing a shit ton of damage. Disruptor going down. Enigma getting Rubik and Leshrac, and there's a double kill, and Brewmaster's going to try and get out with the haste rune. There's a glimpse back into the team, and he goes down. And Disruptor picking up the kill on Brewmaster. That was just an absolutely ridiculous play on Enigma's part. Enigma and Disruptor playing pretty well there. Bounty Hunter absolutely scared, shaking in his boots right over here in the corner. He could be going in for a deny, and he might. Nope. Tiny going to go ahead and get the last hit on that, so that's even more gold for him. And this game is about to be evened up. It's only about 600 gold advantage for the Radiant side, and I'm not even going to try and look at XP anymore. Because obviously the Dire has not gotten any XP. Welcome to the beta, ladies and gentlemen. So Brewmaster's got a pretty big creep wave up here, as well as Rubik. They're going to be trying to be pushing this tower up here. Going to get some more gold under their belt and try and recuperate from that big loss they just had in middle. And this could be it. Brewmaster is going to be intercepting those creeps. Rubik going to go ahead and pick up the last hits on those. And Bounty Hunter going to get caught out of position once again. There's a kill from Enigma. Another awesome Dust of Appearance from Crystal Maiden. Bounty Hunter was doing pretty well at the beginning. Not getting farm that he wanted, but just trying to deny anything that Enigma can do right now. Well, not right now, but earlier in the game when he was jungling. So we got the very, very bright Tiny running through here. And Darkseer is going to be farming up mid. And yeah. Enigma's still got another minute on his ultimate, and Disruptor is going to be heading up top. Trying to stop this huge, huge push from Radiant. I'm trying to get this tower.
Is under attack.
That damage from Leshrac dealing so much damage. There's a glimpse and a suction vacuum. Tiny going to go in and get the kill on Leshrac. And there's this absolutely way too much going on. And that appears to be the only kill. They could be getting the kill on Brewmaster. Looks like Earth is the final one. And there it is. Brewmaster's back here. There's the Disrupt. Darkseer going to be body blocking. And there's a stun from Tiny. And Brewmaster goes down to a Disruptor kill. And there's a toss from Tiny to go ahead and throw Crystal Maiden over at Rubik. But she did not have enough mana to do any type of stunning. And Disruptor hitting the glimpse. What? Hitting the glimpse on Rubik and bringing him right back into the tower. Getting an easy kill. That was just an absolutely ridiculous range. And this game is now shifting in to Dire's favor. Team Evil Geniuses leading the game by about 800 gold. 900 gold-ish. They're getting superior tower kills and some sweet, sweet team fights.
Invisibility!
And Bounty Hunter picking up Invisibility Rune because he obviously needs it. Invisible character can always use an Invisibility Rune, such as Ricky. I think Ricky would be the sole hero that I would give Invisibility Rune to. And Tiny dealing 224 damage. And he doesn't even have a tree yet. Which I believe that's what he's building to with the Point Booster and Ogre Club. He's going to be going for that Aghanim Scepter. Going to get a tree. Because if your fist doesn't hurt enough, swing a tree at them. There's a Smoke of Deceit being dropped. Looked like that was either from Enigma or Crystal Maiden, so they're going to be going and using this to get into a offensive position without being revealed from any creeps of the sort, or wards for that matter, which I guess would be the main reason to use it. So the Disruptor is going to run right into Leshrac. He says, screw it, let's reveal ourselves. There's the field. Leshrac missing with his stun, and he's trying to get out. There's a slow from Crystal Maiden and the stun as well. Track being dropped on Disruptor, but that's not going to be enough. And Disruptor going to go ahead and pick up the kill. It looks like Bounty Hunter just threw a track and decided to say, screw it, I'm out of here. And here comes a big team fight. There's the black hole from Enigma. Not getting much. Disruptor coming in, and Brewmaster going down to Tiny. And Brewmaster immediately buying back into the game. Rubik trying to get out of there, but he is not going to be able to get out. Disruptor getting another kill, and Bounty Hunter tracking more people because that is what carries do. Nothing except put debuffs on people. Almost caught Bounty Hunter. He went invisible just in time, using the Dust of Appearance, but he was not close enough for that to be of any use. And Enigma's going to go ahead and port out, and there's some more tracks being thrown out. Bounty Hunter with his very, very annoying sight on pretty much everybody on the enemy team right now. So Evil Geniuses is up 7 kills to Team Quantic. And Brewmaster's going to be heading back in the middle. And here goes Darkseer and Disruptor locking Brewmaster inside. There's the vacuum and a knockup. And there's the primal split. What? Apparently, yeah. They just wanted Brewmaster to go ahead and hit his ultimate and get that out of the way. There's a toss from Tiny onto Enigma and an Urn being hit on Shadow Demon. Tiny's going to go ahead and be picking up that kill. EG just wanted to go ahead and cancel Brewmaster's ultimate. So now they know they have at least another 2 minutes where they can push. So they're going to be going straight for Roshan in the process. Wards encounter, wards are up. And Roshan is going to go down unopposed. There is Aghanim Scepter on Tiny now. He's got a tree. Because why not?
Roshan has fallen to the
And Tiny picking up the Aegis of Immortality, and there's a Smoke of Deceit being dropped. We got Bounty Hunter and Leshrac chilling over here to the west. And they are going to run by and notice it. But they have no way to get down, and there's Vacuum. Not going to be able to do much, though. Was not in range enough to go ahead and grab him. More wards being placed by Crystal Maiden. Get some view. Get some sight right over this ridge. See what the enemy team is doing. And Enigma might be caught. Never mind. Nobody's near him to catch him out of position. So Rubik's going to be heading up with a large creep wave to go ahead and try and get another tower for them. Get them back in the game. Back in the gold race. But EG knows that they can push a tower with Tiny with the freaking tree.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And there's a glyph of fortification being used in the top tower. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and have Tiny teleport up top with an ion shell from Darkseer. Brewmaster went ahead, held off that attack up top just to go ahead and try and get some more farm down bottom. And Crystal Maiden's going to be able to get out of there just fine. And there's an illusion rune being used in the disruptor. He's going to go ahead and hit that. And there's a disruption on him. And a telekinesis and a shit ton of damage from Rubik. Absolutely decimating disruptor. Holy crap. So disruptor's now down and out for the next 25 seconds. That's not going to be too much. Right now, Quantic just needs to get Tiny out of the game, since he is going to be their biggest problem. We still got another 3 minutes on Roshan here. Leshrac and Shadow Demon just trying to farm up from jungle. Their lanes are being pushed way too hard. Ion Shell even being used on the creeps to just go ahead and decimate that lane wave. That should help out Radiant as well if they want to get some more farm easily. Since the creeps are going to be coming straight to them, they're not going to have to worry about overextending. And it looks like there's a good 3,000 gold advantage for Dire over Radiant, excuse me. And Brewmaster going to be heading back mid. And the entire EG team is down bottom. They know that they really want to push this lane. They're going to be going for that tier 2 tower. Going to take it down, get some more gold for them. It should melt pretty easily underneath Tiny's massive tree. It is absolutely scary. Doesn't even make any sense having to range that far. And that tower is going to go down outright, and Tiny going for that last hit there. Get some more additional gold for him because he needs it. 120 last hits. Yeah, he needs that gold. Town portal scroll being dropped there because people don't want to go home. Don't want to go home when there's DotA to be played. Or I guess you could play DotA at your home. Unless you're not. Yep. So that brought up the gold advantage even further to about 4 grand now in EG's favor. And this is looking like an absolutely scary push. There's Disruptor trying to get Shadow Demon out of position. Body blocking him, so Shadow Demon just drops the disruption on Disruptor. Yo dog, yo. And Shadow Demon just goes outright getting a kill for Tiny.
Look out for falling rocks!
Looks like Quantic is just grasping for straws right now. Not much they can do. Any team member taken out is
Radiant's middle tower is under
an
attack.
even more difficult team fight for them to deal with. Especially when Tiny is dealing so much damage to towers right now. You can just see the health chunks drop off every time Tiny swings it.
Radiant's middle tower has
And he's
fallen.
going for a Hyperstone, so I believe he's going to be going for a Assault Curus. There's a Haste Rune being dropped from Disruptor. And it looks like they're going to be chasing down Brewmaster. He's taking the long way around. Going to be heading over here through River. He does not have... He does have a TP scroll, but he doesn't want to waste it. He can go ahead and head on back with his teammates. And there's a Disrupt on Bounty Hunter. He's going to go in and get absolutely decimated. Disruptor picking up the kill on Bounty Hunter. And Brewmaster trying to deal a lot of damage. And there is the wall from Darkseer, making so many replicates. Darkseer taking a lot of damage, and Tiny going to go ahead and kill Brewmaster. There's the ult from Enigma killing Shadow Demon outright without a chance of even fighting back.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Rubik getting out of there. Looks like Disruptor got
Radiant's top
Rubiked
tower has fallen.
up here. So now he does have a Force Staff. He's going to be using that to get out of there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tower went down pretty freaking quickly. There's the Glyph of Fortification being used on that 3rd tier right before the barracks. And this is just not looking good for Team Quantic. There's a Disrupt from
Radiant's top tower.
Disruptor.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And Enigma killing off Rubik. There's a stun on Leshrac from Crystal Maiden. And Darkseer running up and getting the kill. Not before a stun goes off though. Shadow Demon running up. Taking a lot of damage from Tiny. Darkseer killing Leshrac.
Radiant's top
Tiny is about to go down, but he does have an Aegis of Immortality. Darkseer is almost down. Crystal Maiden's going to be guarding him pretty well. Tiny is back up, and Brewmaster is hungry for a kill here. But he is not going to be able to hold anybody off. There's the blink in. And another Disruptor. Disruption being used on Shadow Demon. Tiny getting hit by Telekinesis. He can be brought back. There's Disruptor coming back, and he's dealing a ton of damage to Brewmaster. Disruptor killing Brewmaster, and there's a huge toss onto Rubik and a glimpse back, and Tiny getting the kill on Rubik.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That was a pretty sweet play here.
Has fallen.
Is 28 to 13. Leshrac got a nice splitter stun right there. I'm surprised Disruptor just doesn't buy back in and finish this game off. Quantic is down an entire lane right now. And every other lane is pushed back to their base. Yep, there's Tiny with an Assault Curus.
Dire's courier has been killed.
And there's Bounty Hunter getting the kill on the courier, and there's an ultimate from Crystal Maiden. And Tiny got the kill with an avalanche. Bounty Hunter was hungry for that. Hungry for that courier kill. I don't think anything was on it though, so it's not going to be too much until it respawns. And Darkseer getting caught out of position. There's a Telekinesis and not much else. There's a Vacuum from Darkseer. He's going to run back right back into his teammates. Stun from Tiny and from Crystal Maiden. There's a knock-up on Shadow Demon. And Tiny's got to get the hell out of there. Here's an Enigma to help out. But that damage from Brewmaster is absolutely ridiculous. Tiny's getting rubbed back into a corner. Crystal Maiden going to go ahead and kill Rubik, and Disruptor getting Shadow Demon. And Crystal Maiden getting a double kill, killing off Brewmaster. And there's the GG. So well-mannered, guys. Wishing the other team good luck, even though they've lost. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Quantic versus Evil Geniuses. I glimpse you back into the game. Oh, that's funny.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Quantic versus EG from the tournament The Defense, which is pretty much going to be in and up just before the internationals come around. It's Brewmaster, Bounty Hunter, Rubik, Leshrac, Shadow Demon versus Enigma, Crystal Maiden, Darkseer, Disruptor, and Tiny. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Because I'm on YouTube, I'm obligated to say please like, comment, and subscribe, because I know you are awesome. And please say anything that I could improve for your viewing pleasure, if you know what I'm saying. Or if you just want to say you like cookies. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you next time.